Alright everyone, so we're back with the Dyson Dc33 multi-floor upright vacuum. We're going to be vacuuming the upstairs, and then we're going to go back over with the Samsung Jet VS70 to see what the Dyson left in the carpet. You can see the bin is empty except for a little bit of fine dust at the back of the dirt bin. So I'm going to set the machine right here, like that. Now we're going to begin next to the litter pan. Go. And the brush roll is on. All right, let's see how well it tackles this pet hair. The pet hair pretty good. It's doing an okay job at grooming the carpets, not great. A little agitation, or no airflow on the sides, no agitation at all. Doesn't have the best edge cleaning. It does an okay job. It's really hard to push for whatever reason. I don't know why. Let's see. Does an okay job at edge cleaning. I'm not the biggest fan of this Dyson. I think it's all right. I wouldn't recommend it as a good deep cleaner. Its brush roll is pretty bad, honestly. Its pet hair performance is pretty minimal. Let's go through here. Make sure not to knock over the Samsung. I'm gonna move the Samsung so we can move this footstool. All right, so I moved the footstool. It's doing an okay job. It has no agitation though. A little bit disappointed about that. There we go. It took like 4 passes to get that piece of paper that was stuck to the carpet. I'm sure the Samsung could have done that in 1 pass. Go here now. Doing a decent job of grooming the carpet here. So that's really it. Give me a second, I'll show you the results. All right. Okay, so let's see what the DC33 got. There is some hair. It's not a lot. Like, it's not a ton of hair. I mean, it's some, but I haven't vacuumed in a while. You can see there is some kitty litter. There's not really much sand though. It's mostly just large bits of kitty litter. See, it's just big pieces of kitty litter. This Dyson is pretty dirty from sitting in my laundry room for a while. So honestly, I think the DC33 did a pretty good job, but I think the Samsung could do way better. So give me a second and I'll grab the Samsung. All right, so we're back with the Samsung Jet VS70. We're gonna go over the same areas we cleaned with the Dyson DC33. So here we go, we're using medium power. Way easier to push than that big bulky Dyson immediately. See, look at that. Seems like the DC33 didn't go so good right there. The Samsung is way easier to use than the DC33. Of course, there's a kitty checking it out. So let's see how much more dirt is left in my carpet. Some dirt on this low pile rug, as you can hear. Let's go here. You'll see how well the Samsung is bringing up the carpet versus the Dyson. It's doing a way better job. Though it's cordless, it does a really good job because of its digital motor. and its turbo action brush roll, which has pretty stiff brushes. Not super stiff, but it also has ridges in the brush that really help agitate the fibers of the carpet and pick up all that sand. You can hear it just keeps picking up dirt. Look at how much better groomed the carpet is with the Samsung. You just hear all the dirt that was missed by the DC33. More dirt being missed by the DC33. It is an upright corded, like an 11 or 12 amp upright versus this little 5.5 pound cordless vacuum. And the cordless vacuum is finding a whole bunch of dirt and debris in the carpet that was missed. And it's really grooming the pile way better than that Dyson was. The DC33 is not a particularly powerful upright vacuum. The Samsung has significantly better agitation than that Dyson does. I have to move this chair. Let's clean here. Let's go right here. Let's move the DC33 back and clean where it was sitting. Okay. See if there's any more dirt that was missed by the DC33. Yeah, hear that? Let's go like this. Listen to all this dirt. DC33 does not have very good edge cleaning at all. The Samsung is way better. We already vacuumed this area with the DC33. And look at the groom lines that the Samsung is making. Just look at this. Look at that groom line. That's way better than the DC33's groom line. Which is a little sad that the DC33 is a corded upright, and this is a lightweight cordless vacuum, and is bringing the pile of the carpet up way better. See, the DC33 missed this piece of hair right here. Yeah, never mind. That's just a piece of the carpet. Alright, let's open up this door. Let's go right into here. Let's go this way, it's a little bit easier. All right, so let's go check the results. All right, so we're back. We have the bin of the Samsung Jet right here. We're going to be, let me adjust my camera. We're going to be showing the results. So here's what the DC33 picked up, as I showed you earlier. Quite a lot of large pieces of dirt and litter. But if you look in what the Samsung picked up, the Samsung picked up all of this sand right here. This is all super fine particles. You can see all of it in the bin. This bin was wiped out with a rag before, and then you can see this huge piece of pet hair that's been all wound up right there. So the DC33's problem is with its really underwhelming brush roll. It has this brush roll. See, it's caked in a whole bunch of pet hair, but this brush roll, the brushes aren't that stiff. I mean, they're not soft, but they're not super stiff, like on the new Dysons. They're also pretty sparse. There's a lot of room in between each brush, about a centimeter of room between each brush. And the brush doesn't really have that much torque or speed to really help agitate the carpet. Plus the suction comes from right here. So about this much of the nozzle, you have no suction or airflow. Though it does have these edge cleaning sides right here. If you're edge cleaning with this side, you're getting no suction power. And it's still not the best edge cleaning. There's still about this much space between the wall and the brush roll. The brushes aren't even, yeah, they are angled out a little bit to help with edge cleaning, but not much. So there's not even really an airflow channel back here, like a secondary channel to help bring suction power up towards the front of the nozzle. Unlike with the Samsung Jet, I put the bin, keep the bin off actually. Unlike with the Jet, where if you look at the design of the power head, you can see there's this little channel back here, and this helps draw suction to the edge of the nozzle, less space. And we have these ridges right here, this plastic ridge, which helps really agitate the fibers of the carpet. Though this is only a 40-watt cleaner head, 40 watts, 18 volts, it is way better, because look at how much smaller the cleaner head is. So that means it's not as large this way or this way. It's not as wide and not as tall as the one of the DC33. So though the Samsung has less suction power, the suction power it does have is more concentrated into a small area. The DC33 also has this opening here which really reduces the suction power. Even if there was suction getting to this side, most of it's coming out of this hole, so you can see a whole bunch of dirt comes up through this hole, but there's not much suction at the cleaner head. I would love to be able to just stuff this with glue or something and get that out of the way so the machine could clean better. But the Samsung has 3 strategically placed little openings to allow dirt to come in on the sides and in the middle to help bring more airflow and suction through. It has 2 very dense brush rolls, no space in between the bristles. They're not the stiffest bristles, but they have this ridge here which helps agitate. But if you can hear when the nozzle runs across the carpet, there is agitation in front of this nozzle. Listen to that vibration. Look at how well it's grooming. Hear that? I'll turn the motor to low. See, you can see the carpet fibers being agitated. That's the power of this Samsung Jet's nozzle. So compared to the Dyson DC33, the Samsung Deep Clean's better. Though it's cordless and has less suction power, of course, because it's battery powered. The nozzle is smaller, which means the suction power that it does have and the airflow is more concentrated into a smaller area, meaning that its overall cleaning performance is still better. So I think that the Samsung Jet is a better machine than this DC33. It is more expensive, of course, but its digital inverter motor provides plenty of suction power even on this relatively small battery, because I think that the biggest secret of this Samsung is its motor, because it has a really, really powerful motor. Look at that little motor right there. That is a really powerful digital motor right there. The motor is only like this big around, but it has all of that suction power, and that's because of its high RPM. Just look at that. If you press the button with the bin off, it tries to turn, but then doesn't, and warns you that there's no filter. But It's a really good cordless machine. I would highly recommend this machine after the use. I've been using this for a week now. That's max suction power. That's 150 air watts of suction power. But anyways, enough talking. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.